Greetings and salutations. Now let's turn our attention to oscillating tools. Also known as a multi-tool or an oscillating saw. It's a versatile tool with many uses, and we're gonna cover the basics like what it's used for, the different parts, and how to safely and properly operate one. So let's get started. First, let's get acclimated with the basics. An oscillating tool vibrates its blade very quickly from side to side, okay? It can be used with a combination in a wide variety of blades, and it has multiple uses. So for instance, plunge cuts, which is pushing the blade directly into the material that you're cutting, trimming boards and casing for maybe sliding some flooring material underneath them, sanding, right? So taking off the outermost layer of paint or veneer. It can be used for cutting tile or sometimes pulling up some heavy duty adhesive or even removing mortar. Now let's go over the main parts of the tool. So there are two types of oscillating tools in front of me. I have a battery operated oscillating tool and I have one with the cord, right? There's pros and cons to each. So with the battery operated oscillating tool, obviously I have free range to use it wherever I'd like to, but I'm restricted by the length and the power that's held in the battery. Okay. Now with the cord, I have a lot more cuts that I'm able to make. However, I am restricted by the length of the cord or the extension cord that I'm using. Okay. The other part to take note of on the oscillating tool is the motor here, and then just above it you have your trigger or your essentially start button. Also, on every oscillating tool, there'll be a speed setting. So on this one right here, it's right where my finger is pointing. And with this, guys, it's really important to ensure that not only are you using the right blade for the right cut, but you also have it aligned with the right setting. Oftentimes, you'll find this information on the back of the package that the blade comes in, okay? Last thing I want to show you is the quick change accessory system. So what we're going to do is release this latch here, just kind of pull back, okay? Then we're going to take this and extract the pin, just like so. And you can see the blade just simply pops off. Then what we can do is throw the blade right back on. We can engage the pin, okay? And then re-engage the latch, because we're going to be using this to demo a little bit later on. Oscillating tools are very handy, but you should always follow a few safety protocols. So first and foremost, make sure you're turning off the tool when it's not used, okay? Second of all, make sure you're using proper PPE, so safety glasses when you are using the tool. The other thing is when we're using the tool, we want to make sure that we have a very firm grip. That way we're able to control the blade while using it, okay? And last but not least, make sure that you're using the correct blade for the cut that you are intending to make. All right, now we're set up to make a cut. First thing we're gonna do is we're going to throw the battery pack into the oscillating tool. Now this is fired up, ready to go. Before we're engaging in our cut, the next thing we wanna do is we wanna throw on our PPE, right, our safety glasses. Now for sake of demonstration, I'm going to be making this cut at an angle. That being said, whenever you're doing this on your own, you always wanna make sure that you're directly aligned in front of whatever you're cutting, okay? So here we go. Again, this is our trigger mechanism. Right, we have preset the proper speed for the cut. Easy peasy. To recap, you can use an oscillating tool for a task like trimming, sanding, removing grout, scraping, cutting tile, and a lot more. And that's the oscillating tool in a nutshell. Thank you for joining us.